Welcome, our dear listeners, to Alpha TV in Rwanda. My name is Alpha. Welcome to this international scene. The government had identified a funding gap of 7 billion and a half of US dollars, and which means is 9 trillion for Rwandan francs, in order to meet its climate action targets under the Paris Agreement. By 2030, the country plans to invest a total of 11 billion in USA dollar to reduce carbon emissions by 4 million and a half tons. This gap was revealed during the Kigali climate talks, which took place on May 9th, where stakeholders gathered to discuss Rwanda's efforts to update its nationally determined contributions, a key part of the Paris Agreement. NDCs outline each country's plan to reduce national emissions and adapt to climate change, in line with the goal of limiting global temperature rise to well below 2 degrees Celsius, with efforts to keep it within 1.5 degrees. The Ministry of Environment calculated the investment gap by excluding the cost for completed ongoing project initiated by before 2020 and the tentative future project and above. The country's climate action plan comprises 557 specific projects and technical assistance activities to meet its updated NDC. This includes 88 planned projects worth 2 billion and above, and 190 ongoing projects valued at 3 and above billion for 48 indicative projects, totaling is 1 and above billion US dollars. Completed 15 projects costing 54 million for US dollars. And another news about for Kasese mudslides claim of 13 lives. Let Meti the Kasese deputy RDC overseeing Bukonzo County confirmed yesterday that by 3 p.m. in 3 sub-counties, 9 bodies had been retrieved from debris at different locations affected by mudslides. Mudslides in Kasese district, Western Uganda, yesterday claimed 10 lives, bringing the total number of those killed to 13 in 1 week. The separate incidents occurred across various sub-counties in the district. The victims died after houses collapsed on them. Last Saturday, 3 family members perished due to falling debris. Lieutenant Mate Magwala, the Kasese deputy RDC overseeing Bukonzo County, confirmed yesterday that by 3 p.m. in 3 sub-counties, 9 bodies had been retrieved from debris at different locations affected by mudslides. The affected areas include Mwanza village in Chalumba sub-county, where 1 person died, and the Kagema village, where 3 locals lost their lives. The mudslides claimed 4 lives in Bumbaya village, Chondo sub-county, and 1 resident in Kanyatsi village, Nyakabingo sub-county. Mr. Mustafa Kikusa, the Kasese Principal Assistant Secretary, said another person died in Kilembe, Sabu County. The Kanyatsi village victim has been identified as Alice Mbambu Sate. The mother of three died after her house collapsed when she was still inside. Eyewitnesses said at the time of the incident, which was around 9 a.m., other family members, including her children and the husband, were away. Other villagers rushed to rescue her, but in vain. Meanwhile, the identified the victims from Bumbaya village, Ali Bridget Bila, 11 odds, Anthony Kule 9 odds, Edwin Thembo 5 odds, and the unidentified child. All the children belong to Mr. Edward Baluku, who survived when the disaster struck from Kajema village. One victim has been identified as Spilas Bambale, 10 odds, while his father, Mr. John Bihande, is still missing. Kasese district remains vulnerable to both mudslides and floods, claiming many lives in recent years. One such devastating event occurred on September 7, 2022, when 16 people, including children, lost their lives at Kasika Trading Center in a landslide. And we continue our news. In Kenya, President William Ruto appoints 20 new High Court judges. President William Ruto Samoei has appointed 20 judges of the High Court who were recently recruited by the Judicial Service Commission. The GSC recommended the 12 men and 8 women to be judges of the High Court after conducting interviews from 95 applicants in a month-long exercise that took place between April Sadi and May Sadi. The new judges are Mr. Johnny Lolwatani Tamari and Mr. Francis Weche and Mr. Julius Kipuko Sejei Ngagari and Mrs. Wendy Kajendo Omicheni, Mrs. Emily Onyando Ominde, Mr. Julius Mukuti Nangeya, Mrs. Caroline Jepuyegeni Ikendagolo, Mr. Stefan Nzisi Mbungi, Mr. Linusi Pogoni Kasani, and Mr. Joe Omido Mukutu, who were elevated from the magistrates after a successful interviews. Others are Mr. Moses Ado Otieno, Mrs. Alice Chepungetich Betsoy, Mr. Benjamin Mwicha Musyochi, Mrs. Helen Rafaela Namisi, Mrs. Noela Onditi Adagi Inziani, Roda Akelo Tichiluto, Mr. Benjamin Kimani Njoloji, and Mr. Andrew Bahati Mwamuye. 2 senior prosecutors from the office of the Director of Public Prosecutions, Mr. Alexander Muwascha Muteti and Tabitha Awuya Wanyama, will also join the judiciary as the judges of the High Court. The GSC said the recruitment of the 20 judges of the High Court was aimed at enhancing access to justice and boosting clearance of case backlog. The High Court currently has 78 judges serving in 45 stations across the country. The GSC will from June 3rd embark on interviews to fill the 11 positions advertised for the Court of Appeal judges. The commission had shortlisted 82 candidates from the applicants, but later shortlisted 41 candidates for interviews, among them former Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission Chairman Isaac Hassani. And in Tanzania, what a new vehicle assembly plant means for Tanzania. President Samia Suluhu Hassan tries out a role assembled at the Saturn Corporation Limited vehicle assembly plant after officially opening the facility in Dar es Salaam on May 9, 2024. In Dar es Salaam, President Samia Suluhu Hassan on Thursday inaugurated the tractor and lorry assembly plant in Dar es Salaam in a development that will cut importation cost and create job for Tanzanians. Located in the city's Kigamboni area, the Saturn Corporation Limited facility can assemble up to 30 tractors and 9 lorries daily, and the production can be scaled up to meet customer demand. More than 150 lorries have been assembled and about 2,000 direct and indirect jobs created since the factory commenced the production in March. President Hassan said the plant was proof that Tanzania's business environment is improving swiftly and the country is now attracting investors in the automotive and other industries. This contributes to economic growth, increases employment opportunities, and boosts government revenue, she added up. To ensure the availability of adequate raw materials, including steel, the head of state directed the Industry and Trade Ministry and the Presidency Office Investment and Planning to streamline regulations and eliminate unnecessary bureaucracy to facilitate the sourcing of raw materials locally. She also directed the two dockets to find an investor for the Liganga Iron Ole and the Muchuchuma core projects. She added that Tanzanians should also grab opportunities created when bigger foreign firms set up manufacturing facilities in the country. The president was impressed by the fact that the importation from China of whole lorries will cease following the setting up of an assembly plant in Tanzania. Saturn Corporation Limited has also engaged 250 Tanzanian employees, up from 20 last year. Industry and Trade Ashatu Kijaji said the investment in Tanzania's industrial sector has increased significantly in recent years due to the implementation of favorable policies that attract investors. As a part of efforts to make raw materials readily available for diverse industries, the government will next month begin compensating residents who will move out to pave the way for the production of soda ash in Engaruka Monduli district. Soda ash is used in the manufacture of various products, including glass. For this party, Saturn Corporation Limited CEO Lemtula Habibu said the firm has so far assembled 150 vehicles, which have all been bought. Mr. Bibo added that the company is committed to hiring local experts whose number in the firm will increase significantly in the coming years. He said 70% of vehicles produced at the plant will be sold locally, with the remainder being exported to neighboring countries. Thanks our dear listeners for being with us in this international scene. My name is Alpha Nibijira. This is the Alpha TVN in Rwanda. Have a beginning of weekend, and then we shall back in the weekend on Sunday. Thank you very much.
Muraho nitwa Nigena Josiane nkaba nkorera company yitwa MU Insurance ishami rya Nyabugogo. Product dutanga harimo motor insurance, harimo fire insurance, general accident insurance, engineering insurance, mama bonds, marine insurance, money insurance, travel insurance, aviation insurance n'izindi. Twabashishikarizaga rero kutugana, dutanga serivisi nziza. Tukaba twari mu imbere ya Beka mu etaje y'uwitwa Jacobo, etaje ifatanye na station SP. Ikaze rero, ni karibu. MU Insurance ni ya kera, imaze igihe iri gukora cyane kuko yahinduye izina. Mbere yitwaga Phoenix Insurance, ubu ngubu yitwa MU Insurance. Ikaze bakiriya beza, murakoze.